and sisters, I am Devangi.
And I am Sri Teja, the alumni of Sri Sathya Sai Balvikas program.
We are thrilled to extend a warm welcome and partake in the celebration of this truly remarkable event, making us nostalgic as we remember the cherished moments when we received our diplomas.
Our journey was not just an ordinary classroom experience. It was a profound transformation of our character which has shaped us into the individuals we are today. Balvikas has been a cornerstone of our value-based education, providing us with not only knowledge but also instilling the principles that guide us today.
Balvikas has been instrumental in helping us achieve great heights while always reminding us to remain grounded. It gives us immense happiness as we share these sentiments with you, my dear brothers and sisters, as you all receive your diplomas today.
On this joyous occasion, I take pleasure in welcoming my dear brothers and sisters, their parents, and our beloved gurus, who are not just the beacons of knowledge, but are the mentors of character.
Moving ahead, I'm honored to introduce and welcome our National Mahila Education Coordinator, Srimati Kamla Pandya, our very own Kamla Aunty. Mahila Education Coordinator, Maharashtra West 1, Dr. Devi Rajgopal. Gents Education Coordinator, Maharashtra West 1, Shri Siddharth Bhatt. All the district presidents, the district education coordinators, and all the senior office bearers of the organization.
Before we start our program today, I would just like to reiterate Swami's words for you, my brothers and sisters. I want you to be the leaders to protect the world. Leaders like lions, self-resilient, courageous, majestic and just. Lion is the king of animals, and I want you to be the king among the men.
Now, let us start this beautiful morning with the divine sounds of Vedam chanting by the Jogeshwari Goregaon and Malad Samiti and bhajans by our diploma holders.
गणानान्त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवते धीनामभित्र्ययवतो गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ निधनपतये नमः निधनपतान्तिकाय नमः ऊर्ध्वाय नमः ऊर्ध्वलिङ्गाय नमः हिरण्याय नमः हिरण्यलिङ्गाय नमः सुवर्णाय नमः सुवर्णलिङ्गाय नमः दिव्याय नमः दिव्यलिङ्गाय नमः भवाय नमः भवलिङ्गाय नमः शर्वाय नमः शर्वलिङ्गाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवलिङ्गाय नमः ज्वलाय नमः ज्वललिङ्गाय नमः आत्माय नमः आत्मलिङ्गाय नमः परमाय नमः परमलिङ्गाय नमः ॐ एतत् सोमस्य सूर्यस्य सर्पलिङ्गक् स्थापयति पाणिमन्त्रं पवित्रम् सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्व मां भवोद्भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो बलविकरणाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः अघोरेभ्यो घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ईशानः सर्वविद्यानामीश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिर्ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो नमो हिरण्यबाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतयेऽम्बिकापतय उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः ऋतगुं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः सर्वो वै रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु पुरुषो वै रुद्रः सन्महो नमो नमः विश्वं भूतं भुवनं चित्रं बहुधा जातं जायमानं च यत् सर्वो ह्येष रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु तद्रुद्राय प्रचेतसे भीढुष्टमाय तप्यसे वोचे मशन्तमग्ं हृदे सर्वो ह्येष रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
यो मां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपां पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति अग्निर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति योऽग्निरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा अग्निरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति वायुर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो वायोरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै वायोरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति असौ वै तपन्नपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो मुष्यतपत आयतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा अमुष्यतपत आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यश्चन्द्रमस आयतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै चन्द्रमस आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् आयतनवान् भवति नक्षत्राणि वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो नक्षत्राणाम् आयतनौ वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै नक्षत्राणाम् आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनौ वेद आयतनवान् भवति पर्जन्यो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यः पर्जन्यस्यायतनौ वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै पर्जन्यस्यायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनौ वेद आयतनवान् भवति संवत्सरो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यः संवत्सरस्यायतनौ वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै संवत्सरस्यायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योऽप्सुनावं प्रतिष्ठितां वेद प्रत्येव तिष्ठति राजाधिराजाय प्रसय्यसाहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यम् कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
गजवदना गणनाथ गजवदना विनायका
गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका
गजवदना गणनाथ गजवदना विनायका
गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
पार्वती नंदन भवभयभञ्जन
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जन
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जन
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जन
युग युग वन्दित जय श्री गणेशा
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 गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका
गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जना
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जन
युग युग वन्दित जय श्री गणेशा
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 गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका
अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिव
अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिवा
अक्षयलिंगा आत्मलिंगा
अक्षयलिंगा आत्मलिंगा
बीजोमय विग्रहलिंगा
तेजोमय विग्रहलिंगा
इह पर सुखदायका ईशा इह पर सुखदायका
इह पर सुखदायका ईशा इह पर सुखदायका
इह पर सुखदायका साई इह पर सुखदायका
इह पर सुखदायका साई इह पर सुखदायका
अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिव
अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिवा
अक्षयलिंगा आत्मलिंगा
अक्षयलिंगा आत्मलिंगा
बीजोमय विग्रहलिंगा
तेजोमय विग्रहलिंगा
इह पर सुखदायका ईशा इह पर सुखदायका
इह पर सुखदायका ईशा इह पर सुखदायका
इह पर सुखदायका साई इह पर सुखदायका
इह पर सुखदायका साई इह पर सुखदायका
ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो
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 अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिव जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ
जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ
जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ
जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ
शिव शंकरी कृपा 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 करो माँ
साईश्वरी रक्षा करो माँ
साईश्वरी रक्षा करो माँ
साईश्वरी रक्षा करो माँ
साईश्वरी रक्षा करो माँ
कर्तीश्वरी भला करो माँ
कर्तीश्वरी भला करो माँ
कर्तीश्वरी भला करो माँ
कर्तीश्वरी भला करो माँ
शिव शंकरी कृपा 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 करो माँ
जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ
जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ
शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ
शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ
साईश्वरी रक्षा करो माँ
साईश्वरी रक्षा करो माँ
कर्तीश्वरी भला करो माँ
कर्तीश्वरी भला करो माँ
शिव शंकरी कृपा 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 करो माँ
जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ राम चरण सुखदाई भजो रे
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 राम नाम के दो अक्षर में
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 सब सुख शांति समाई रे
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 साईनाथ के चरणों में आकर
साईनाथ के चरण मिलाकर
साईनाथ के चरणों में आकर
साईनाथ के चरण मिलाकर
जीवन सफल बनाओ रे
जीवन सफल बनाओ रे
जीवन सफल बनाओ रे
जीवन सफल बनाओ रे
राम चरण सुखदाई भजो 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 रे
राम नाम के दो अक्षर में
राम नाम के दो अक्षर में
सब सुख शांति समाई रे
सब सुख शांति समाई रे
साईनाथ के चरणों में आकर
साईनाथ के चरण मिलाकर
जीवन सफल बनाओ रे
जीवन सफल बनाओ रे
जीवन सफल बनाओ रे
जीवन सफल बनाओ रे
राम चरण सुखदाई भजो रे
वनमाली राधा रमना गिरधारी गोविंदा
वनमाली राधा रमना गिरधारी गोविंदा
नील मेघ सुंदरा नारायण गोविंदा
नील मेघ सुंदरा नारायण गोविंदा
वनमाली राधा रमना गिरधारी गोविंदा भक्त हृदय मंदारा भानुकोटि सुंदरा
भक्त हृदय मंदारा भानुकोटि सुंदरा
नंद नंद गोपविंद नारायण गोविंदा
नंद नंद गोपवृंदा नारायण गोविंदा
वनमाली राधा रमना गिरधारी गोविंदा
वनमाली राधा रमना गिरधारी गोविंदा
नील मेघ सुंदरा नारायण गोविंदा
नील मेघ सुंदरा नारायण गोविंदा
वनमाली राधा रमना गिरधारी गोविंदा
वनमाली राधा रमना गिरधारी गोविंदा
भक्त हृदय मंदारा भानुकोटि सुंदरा
भक्त हृदय मंदारा भानुकोटि सुंदरा
नंद नंद गोपविंद नारायण गोविंद
नंद नंद गोपविंद नारायण गोविंद
नंद नंद गोपविंद नारायण गोविंद
नंद नंद गोपविंद नारायण
नारायण गोविंद
गोविंद
नारायण 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 गोविंद
नारायण 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 गोविंद
नारायण 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 गोविंद
नारायण 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 गोविंद
नारायण गोविंद
नारायण गोविंद
नारायण गोविंद
नारायण
हरि
गोविंद
हरि हरि नारायण गोविंद
नारायण गोविंद
नारायण 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 गोविंद
नारायण 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 गोविंद
नारायण 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 गोविंद
नारायण 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 गोविंद
नारायण गोविंद
नारायण गोविंद
नारायण गोविंद
नारायण
हरि
गोविंद
हरि हरि नारायण गोविंद
नारायण गोविंद
वनमाली राधा रमणा गिरिधारी गोविंद
जय हरि बोल जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधेशा
जय हरि बोल जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भज राधेश्याम
जय हरि बोल जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधेश्याम
जय हरि बोल जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भज राधेश्याम
हरे राम 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 घन श्याम श्याम श्याम
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 श्री रघुनंदन श्री रामा दाशरथी रघुरामा
रघुनंदन श्री रामा दाशरथी जय रघुरामा
श्री रघुनंदन श्री रामा दाशरथी जय रघुरामा
रघुनंदन श्री रामा दाशरथी जय रघुरामा
नंद किशोर नवनीत चोरा वृंदावन गोविंद बाला
नंद किशोरा नवनीत चोरा वृंदावन गोविंद बाला
नंद किशोर नवनीत चोरा वृंदावन गोविंद बाला
नंद किशोरा नवनीत चोरा वृंदावन गोविंद बाला
हरे राम 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 घन श्याम श्याम श्याम
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 जय हरि बोल जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधेश्याम
जय हरि बोल जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधेश्याम
हरे राम 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 घन श्याम श्याम श्याम
हरे राम 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 घन श्याम श्याम श्याम
श्री रघुनंदन श्री रामा दाशरथी जय रघुरामा
रघुनंदन श्री रामा दशरथे जय रघुरामा
नंद किशोरा नवनीत चोरा वृंदावन गोविंद बाला
नंद किशोरा नवनीत चोरा वृंदावन गोविंद बाला
हरे राम 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 घन श्याम श्याम श्याम
राम 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 घन श्याम श्याम श्याम
हरे राम 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 घन श्याम श्याम श्याम
राम 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 घन श्याम श्याम श्याम
जय हरि बोल जय सीताराम गोपी गोपाल भजो राधे श्याम
शांति शांति
How blissful was that, wasn't it? Swami has rightly said, Hari bhajana bina sukha shanti nahi. Now, before I go ahead, I would like to welcome All India President, Nimish Uncle, Shri Nimish Pandya, whom we lovingly call as Nimish Uncle. Now that our mind and hearts are purified with the heavenly Sankirtan, I call upon Lakshita Iyer, a diploma holder from Navi Mumbai district, to step forward and share her journey on Balvikas.
गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर् विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर् साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Om Shri Sai Ram. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Respected gurus, elders and my fellow Balvikas brothers and sisters, a very good morning to everyone. I am Lakshita Iyer, a Balvikas student. It is my honor to stand here today and share with you what Balvikas means to me and the influence it has had in my life. The saying, God could not be everywhere, so he created mothers, is ascribed to Rudyard Kipling, an English poet and novelist, most known for his children's story, The Jungle Book. I would like to modify it by saying, God, our beloved Bhagwan and loving universal mother, could not be everywhere, so he created mothers and Balvikas gurus. The Balvikas program is Bhagwan's creative brainchild and legacy for effecting societal transformation one child at a time. India was the beacon of spiritual knowledge and wisdom to the world, but unfortunately we have lost touch with it over time. Educational institutions today focus on teaching mere subject matter with little to no emphasis being given to moral character development and righteous living. Baba's Balvikas program is like a renaissance movement where children are nurtured to bloom into sterling youth of righteous mind and character from the young pure blossoms that they are. I was fortunate enough to become a part of this program at the tender age of 6, thanks to my mother who took me to the Balvikas classes being conducted by my guru Sumati ma'am. As a child, I was quite shy and would interact with people only as much as was necessary. I was not very outgoing and would not take part in any activities or competitions. This started to change, however, when I started attending Balvikas classes. Through the events arranged by the Balvikas gurus, I took part in activities like speech competitions, performing skits, chanting the Vedas, singing bhajans and dances. Naturally, I was hesitant and shy at first, but as I took part in more and more activities, I became more outgoing and broke out of my shell to become a more confident and self-assured person. This has helped me in all my endeavors so far and continues to help me even today. Growing up, I always enjoyed going to Balvikas class and having fun with my friends. I would look forward to attending Balvikas class every week and would even pester my mother to take me to class on the rare occasions that I happened to miss it. As a child, I would look forward to the prasad of chocolates and biscuits that we would get at the end of each class. Little did I realize then that the real prasad I was getting was the molding of my mind and my character through the years. Through the entertaining stories from our scriptures and the participation in various Balvikas activities, I learned and imbibed qualities like satya, truth and honesty, not just to others but also to oneself. Dharma, right thinking and living, developing qualities like discipline and punctuality, and most importantly, being responsible for one's own actions. Prema and ahimsa, having a loving disposition towards all living beings and developing gratitude and humility through seva. My guru was the embodiment of prema and shanti. Never once have I seen her get agitated or lose her composure, no matter how troublesome we kids were. These values have helped me to adapt to the changes and curveballs that life throws at us. We moved to the US when I was in the 7th standard. I had to adapt to not just a new place, but to a new country and an entirely different culture. I was exposed to influences, not all of them good. Through my years in the US, I stayed in touch with Balvikas and my guru through online sessions, which became the norm during the COVID years. The values and teachings of Balvikas helped me to adapt, make new friends, and stay true to my culture and values. Balvikas has been and continues to be an integral part of my life. The values and support system that it has given me have helped me through the good and the not so good times of life. Qualities like friendship, persistence and courage have been taught to me through the examples of the mighty Hanuman and the ever-righteous Sri Ram. Remembering them and the fact that they never wavered from the path of Dharma and knowing that Bhagwan Baba's grace and blessings are with me gives me the courage to forge ahead with honesty and sincerity, ready to take on the challenges of life. I would like to end my speech with a few lines that are dear to me. On my bad days, I seek you. On my good days, I thank you. On my great days, I praise you. But every day, I need you. A big thank you to Bhagwan Baba, my Balvikas Guru, and all other Balvikas Gurus for being there for me every day. Pranams, Om Sai Ram.
Thank you, Lakshita. That was truly beautiful. Now, I would like to call Sharanya Krishnan, a diploma holder from Chembur Samiti, to share how Balvikas has impacted her life.
Om Shri Sai Ram. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Baba and a loving Sai Ram to all of you. My name is Sharanya Krishnan and today I am going to talk about my journey with Balvikas. I was 5 years old when I first started attending Balvikas. I had no idea what I was going to be taught or what I would be doing, but little did I know that Balvikas was going to change my life forever. Balvikas taught me how to navigate my life with ease. Balvikas instilled a moral compass within me, which helped me keep a check on my mind, thoughts as well as actions. It made me realize that actions have consequences and that I need to be careful of what I say and what I do. Balvikas let me explore myself, my interests and my options. It is only because of Balvikas that I got into elocution, singing, drawing, writing, etc. I would thoroughly enjoy preparing for the competitions, and in the process, I would always learn something new. Every class, I would eagerly wait for my guru, Sri Lakshmi Ramachandran auntie, to start with the stories. Back then, I just enjoyed listening to them and getting immersed in the characters. But now that I look back, it was such a fun way to learn these important moral concepts. It is only because of Balvikas that prayers, bhajans and silent sitting have become such an integral part of my life. I gave my 10th grade board examinations this year. Last December, I was in a very bad state. My health was not very good and I felt like I wouldn't be able to achieve anything. It was about a week before Christmas.
That week, we had our Christmas carol practice session at my bhajan guru Padma auntie's house. At her place, she has this chit box like the one kept in mandir. After the practice, I prayed, did my namaskar and picked up a chit. To my surprise, it said, "Why fear when I am here?" I was so restless that I picked up another one. It said, "Swami loves you." At that moment, I felt like Swami was standing right beside me, holding my hand. This gave me the courage to study hard, face the examinations, and in the end, I passed with flying colors. This year, the Parthi Convocation program was supposed to be held originally in January. I had my prelims at that time, which meant that I wouldn't be able to attend. So I told Swami, I really want to be in Parthi. And the very next week, I was informed that the program had been postponed to June. I was overwhelmed with the infinite love of our beloved Swami. All these things proves that it is He who is doing everything and it is He who is writing our story. So, what are our duties going forward? What are we supposed to do? Swami answered this question this year. He said, "My aim for Balvikas was not to create soldiers, but to create commanders who will lead and help others understand the true meaning of life." So friends, it is Swami who is leading, guiding and protecting us. With the twin jewels of Shraddha and Saburi, faith and patience, let Him lead us as we march ahead without any fear. Jai Sai Ram.
That was indeed insightful. Their first-hand experience has made today's event even more meaningful. Today, the diploma is being handed out not only to the Group 3 students but also to the few students who have had completed their Balvikas but had not received the diploma then. Today, they are actively participating in all the activities of the organization. One such recipient is Shri Kamlakar Goyal from the Palghar district, and I would request him to share his experience with us.
Hello. Om Shri Sai Ram. Let me talk in national language, I think. That will be much better. भगवान बाबा के चरणों में कोटि कोटि प्रणाम और सबके हृदय में वास करने वाले भगवान बाबा को प्रणाम। यहाँ पे उपस्थित बाल विकास डिप्लोमा होल्डर, स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर, नेशनल कोऑर्डिनेटर, एआईपी सर, सबको प्रेम भरा साई राम। मैं कुछ भाषण तो बोलने वाला नहीं हूं, लेकिन जो आज तक एक्सपीरियंस किया भगवान को 1984 से लेकर आज तक मुझे 4 मिनट दिया गया है और वो मैं शायद 5 मिनट लूंगा, उसमें कंप्लीट करना चाहता हूं। 1984 का एक टाइम था कि भगवान बाबा ने धर्मक्षेत्र में विजिट दिया और जो 7 दिन का एजेंडा रहता है स्वामी का, आज आजाद मैदान में, आज गोरेगांव में है, आज वरड़ी में है या धर्मक्षेत्र में स्वामी का प्रोग्राम है। इस लिस्ट में स्वामी का जो भगवान चाहते थे वो प्रोग्राम नहीं था। एक दिन स्वामी बोले कि मुझे गणेशपुरी नेशनल हाईवे की तरफ जाना है। जो भी ऑर्गेनाइजर थे, स्वामी ये तो अपने एजेंडा में नहीं है, कहाँ पे जाना है, किधर जाना है, कैसा जाना है, वहां पे क्या रिस्पांस रहेगा, मेरा गाड़ी आगे रहेगा, आपका गाड़ी पीछे रहेगा। यानी स्वामी आगे थे और सब ऑर्गेनाइजर पीछे थे। नेशनल हाईवे पे जो विरार फाटा है वहां पे स्वामी मुक्तानंद जो गणेशपुरी में नित्यानंद के शिष्य थे, वहां पे जाके स्वामी खड़े हो गए, मुक्तानंद को दर्शन दिया, बताया कि आप रात को ध्यान करते हो मेरा और मुझे सोने को नहीं देता है, आज से आप रात को ध्यान नहीं करेंगे, आज जितना चाहिए उतना मेरा दर्शन करो एंड आई एम विथ यू, आपको मेडिटेशन करने का जरूरत नहीं है। स्वामी ठीक है, मैं आज धन्य हो गया कि आपका दर्शन हो गया। उसके बाद स्वामी आ गए कनेर पे, वहां पे श्री रमेश सावंत एंड जीवन प्रभु वॉज देयर, देन महेश मनियाल वॉज देयर, डॉक्टर जानकी वॉज देयर, उनके साथ स्वामी ने बोला कि आज से यहाँ से आप बाल विकास शुरू करिए, ग्राम सेवा शुरू करिए। 1984 में बाल विकास बोलेगा तो नया था, ग्राम सेवा बोलेगा तो क्या करने का यहाँ पे आके। सब स्वामी ने सिखाया कि आज शुरुआत करिए आप। और वहां पे मेरे ख्याल से धर्मक्षेत्र में एक बड़ा अभियान था तभी, उसमें सब कपड़ा, मेडिसिन, ये सब लोड करके, ये सब लोग एवरी संडे दे यूज टू गो एंड विजिट दैट प्लेस। वहां पे एक स्वामी ने झाड़ लगा के छोड़ दिया। डॉक्टर जानकी के पास मैं पहुंच गया कि मुझे बुखार आ रहा है यार। ठीक है, आपको मेडिसिन मिलेगा, लेकिन आप क्या करते हो? मैं बोला गोज टू स्कूल। अच्छा, वो तो कॉमन है बच्चों लोग के लिए, और क्या करते हो? मैं बोला बस खेलता हूँ, ये करता हूँ, सब खाना पीना सोना। नहीं, आज से आप ये मेडिसिन ले लो, लेकिन आज से आप ज्वाइन करो बाल विकास। मतलब बाल विकास क्या है? नहीं, खाली जाके बैठना है और कुछ नहीं, बिस्किट मिलेगा, चॉकलेट मिलेगा, वो खा के निकल जाने का। ऐसे तो ये तो बड़ी बात है, अच्छी बात है। कभी कभी खाना मिलेगा, कभी कभी कपड़ा मिलेगा, तो आप इसमें ज्वाइन हो जाओ। सो दैट टाइम मिसेस शानबाग, प्रेमा शानबाग फ्रॉम मरीन लाइन, देन मिसेस नूतन नीलकंठ सावंत फ्रॉम बैंड्रा, और उनको असिस्टेंट एज ए अनीता दरेरा आल्सो शी इज टू ज्वाइन। सो ये 3 गुरु मुझे मिले, और प्रेमा शानबाग जिसके प्रेम ही भरा था अंदर, प्रेम के साथ साथ बढ़ता होने लगा। हम लोग क्या करते थे, भगवान को सजाने के लिए बड़ा इधर उधर से चोरी करके फूल को लाके पहला ही उनके हाथ में देते थे। तो बोलते कहाँ से लाया? इसके गार्डन से लाया, उसके फार्म हाउस से लाया। अच्छी बात है। चढ़ाने के बाद, वो भजन होने के बाद साइड में लेते थे। कमलाकर आप कहाँ से लाया, ये क्या कर रहे हो? आपको क्या लगता है भगवान खुश होंगे? कभी खुश नहीं होंगे। कीप स्वामी इन योर हार्ट। ये फूलों में तो उसने ही बनाया और आप चोरी करके लाता है। बेचारा हो किधर फूल माला बनाएगा, बेचेगा, तो आप चोरी करके लाए। इससे अपना भगवान खुश नहीं होंगे। तब से चोरी करना हम लोग छोड़ दिया। बच्चों के साथ बाल विकास गुरु आने तक हम लोग मस्ती करते थे, खेलते थे, गालियां देते थे। फिर साइड में लेके समझाते थे कि आज से गालियां नहीं देंगे, किसी को हर्ट नहीं कर। सो दीज आर ऑल दी थिंग्स। धीरे धीरे हम लोग ये बाल विकास में सीखते गए। फिर 1 साल के बाद फिर उन्होंने आके हम लोग को ह्यूमन वैल्यूज के ऊपर छोड़ दिया कि ह्यूमन वैल्यूज हमारे लिए नया था। क्या होता है? सत्य है, धर्म है, शांति है, प्रेम, नॉन वायलेंस, ये सब चीजें हम लोग को धीरे धीरे 1985 से लेकर 2000 तक उन्होंने सिखाया। दैट टाइम मेरे ख्याल से ग्रुप 1, ग्रुप 2 इतना प्रैक्टिस में नहीं था, बट एक सिलेबस था, उसके अंदर जितना हो सकता है रूरल लेवल पे जाके उन्होंने सब कुछ सिखाया। मरीन लाइन से लेकर, बैंड्रा से लेकर, ये जो लोग हैं एवरी संडे दे यूज्ड टू कम। तो हम लोग 4 किलोमीटर हमारे गांव से चल के वहां पे आते। बता गया कि आप 15-16 साल के हो गए एंड काफी आप सिलेबस कवर किया है। नाउ यू विल बी ए फ्री सेवादल एंड वी आर गोइंग टू हैंड ओवर टू यू टू डॉक्टर जानकी एंड मिस्टर रमेश सावंत एंड श्रीकांत सावंत। मैं बोला अरे आगे और क्या रहेगा? अभी नहीं, अभी आप आने का यहाँ पे जरूरत नहीं है, आप काफी मैच्योर्ड हो गए। देन श्रीकांत सावंत जी के हाथ में दिया। फिर उन्होंने ऐसा ही कुछ प्रशांति सेवा का ट्रेनिंग था, वहां पे हमें बिठाया। उन्होंने अच्छे अच्छे छोटे छोटे एग्जाम्पल देते थे कि महिला है या जेंट्स है, नाखून बड़े करते हैं, प्रशांति सेवा में ज्वाइन होता है। आपके नाखून में कुछ गंदगी रहता है, वो वहां जाके चपाती करेंगे तो सब गंदगी उसमें निकल जाएगा, और दूसरे का भला करने के वजह से आप उल्टा वहां पे बीमारी फैलाएंगे और पूरा महाराष्ट्र का नाम खराब करेंगे। तो ये छोटे छोटे चीज में हम लोग को सीखने के लिए मिलता था कि हाउ फिजिकली ऑल्सो वी शुड बी फिट फॉर द प्रशांति सेवा। ये करते करते फिर रमेश सावंत होते, टॉक पोलाइटली, किससे प्यार से बात करो, इस हिसाब से वो समझाते थे। ये होने के बाद फिर निमेश सर के पास हमें भेजा गया। वो आने वाला नहीं, डिसिप्लिन में काम होना चाहिए, कितना भी सेवा करो लेकिन डिसिप्लिन में होना चाहिए। फिर धीरे धीरे वो हमेशा मेरे ख्याल से एक बात स्टोरी कहा करते थे, आजकल वो सुनने के लिए नहीं मिलता। एक डोंकी का स्टोरी जो है, हमारा डिस्क्रिमिनेशन पावर होना चाहिए, दृढ़ निश्चय होना चाहिए। आप सभी को शायद पता रहेगा कि वो डोंकी कैसा बाहर आ गया। एक कुआं में गिर गया था, फिर वो बेचारा बुढ़ा हुआ था, तो उसका जो मालिक था वो सोचा अच्छा हो गया कि ये गिर गया, अभी बाहर नहीं आएगा और ये अपने आप मर जाएगा, तो मेरा काम कम हो जाएगा। लेकिन उसने निश्चय किया था कि कौन सी भी हालत में मुझे ऊपर आना है। तो लोग क्या किए, उन्होंने बताया कि अरे मट्टी डालो, ये अभी मर जाएगा, खत्म करो इसको। लोग मट्टी डालने गए, वो क्या करता था, तड़पड़ता था, ऐसा वाइब्रेट होता था उसका बॉडी, और वो मट्टी नीचे जाता था। डोंकी ऊपर आते आते वो मट्टी नीचे जाने लगा, डोंकी ऊपर आने लगा, और ऐसा हो गया लास्ट में कि पूरा मट्टी नीचे गया और डोंकी अपने आप ग्राउंड लेवल पे आके बाहर आया। तो मोरल ऑफ द स्टोरी इज कि अपना कुछ दृढ़ निश्चय होना चाहिए. कोई कुछ बोला तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, अरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में ये है वो है. नहीं, दिस ऑल टू टेस्ट, एवरीवन हैज टू गो थ्रू दिस. भगवान बोलते थे कि योर टेस्ट इज माय टेस्ट. तो उसको डरना नहीं है, भागना नहीं है कि हम लोग को इसमें से ही जाना है, उसमें ही हमारा भला है. ये चीज हमें निमेश सर हमेशा बताते थे. कभी 15 अगस्त को स्वामी यहाँ पे आते थे, 26 जनवरी को बहुत से टाइम स्वामी फ्लैग होस्टिंग करते थे. फिर उसके पीछे जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य. तो कहा करते थे कि अरे भारताचं भाग्य तुमच्या आमच्या हातात नाही, भारत भाग्य विधाता उसके हाथ में, भगवान के हाथ में ये इंडिया का. हम लोग सिर्फ इंस्ट्रूमेंट है कि उसमें हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं अच्छा, बाकी सब उसके ऊपर सौंपना है. तो ये छोटी मोटी बातों में से हम लोग काफी मोल्ड हो गए. फिर मुझे कन्वेनर बनाया गया 2000 से लेके 2018 तक. खरड़ी में मैं कन्वेनर का किया. 2018 के बाद बोला नहीं, नाउ ठाणे इज डिफरेंट, पालघर इज डिफरेंट, सो यू विल बी ए जॉइंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रेसिडेंट फॉर पालघर. 2018 से लेकर आज तक संभाल रहा हूं, झेल रहा हूं. और जहां पे स्वामी आए थे, दैट कनेर इज द प्लेस. नाउ स्वामी इज नॉट देयर. हम लोग निमेश सर को बोला सब स्वामी तो नहीं है अभी, लेकिन समथिंग वी वांटेड टू पुट हियर सो दैट द पीपल विल कम टू नो, अरे यहाँ पे भगवान आए थे करके. सो नाउ दे श्री सत्यसाई चौक वर्क इज गोइंग ऑन देयर. 27 फीट का वहां पे स्तूपा, आरसीसी स्तूपा खड़ा हो रहा है. आई थिंक 70% वर्क इज ओवर. जो एनओसी का काम चालू था, वो जो जिसने लैंड हमें डोनेट किया है, उसमें कुछ 20 लोग हैं. एक यूएसए में है, एक इंग्लैंड में है, एक गुजरात में है, एक महाराष्ट्र में है. तो एनओसी के ऊपर सबका साइन होना है, गिफ्ट डीड. मेरे ख्याल से 99% लोगों का हो गया. और गणपति के वजह से, अदरवाइज आपको आज मिलता था, ट्रस्टी के पास वो दिया जाता था, लेकिन गणपति के वजह से उन्होंने बोला अगर गणेश जी होने दो, चतुर्थी बाद में आपके लिए एक साइन बाकी वो लेकर आप आगे बढ़ो. सो जो 30% वर्क है वो भी स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. मेरे ख्याल से वी वंस मेट टू रत्नाकर सर ऑल्सो. ये सब ब्राउचर दिखा था सर, ऐसा ऐसा स्वामी ने विजिट दिया था प्लेस पे. और वहां पे श्री सत्यसाई चौक का कंस्ट्रक्शन चालू है, तो हमें रोक दीजिए. तो निमेश सर बोला अरे आप ही बताओ उनको, रत्नाकर के साथ हम नहीं बात करेंगे. बोला ठीक है हम लोग बात करेंगे. सो रत्नाकर हैज प्रॉमिस्ड अस दैट अरे वो आप काम कंप्लीट करो, मैं खुद स्वामी का रोग लेके पर्सनली मैं भी आऊंगा, मैं वहां पे मौजूद रहना चाहता हूं. तो वो दिन का हम लोग जल्दी ही राग कर रहे हैं. ये सब चीज करने के बाद हमें पता चलता है कि व्हाट इज द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. कभी कभी दिल में आता है कि अरे इतना सारा सुबह उठ के यहाँ पे आ जाओ, कभी रात को 12 बजे फोन आता है तो उधर भागो, कभी प्रशांति से मैसेज आता है तो टिकट बुक करो. तो कभी कभी इन द कॉर्नर ऑफ आवर हार्ट वी फील दैट अरे ये सब भागम भागे क्यों करना है. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट टू ट्रांसफॉर्म आवरसेल्व्स. हमें खुद को बदलना है. उनका हमेशा लेटर हेड में रहता है ट्रांसफॉर्म योरसेल्फ टू ट्रांसफॉर्म दी वर्ल्ड. दूसरे को चेंज करने के लिए मत सोचिए. तो हमें खुद को बदलना है, खुद को ट्रांसफॉर्म करने के लिए स्वामी ने यह ऑर्गेनाइजेशन दिया है, और उसको पकड़ के हमें बैठना है ताकि हम लोग क्या हमें हमारे अंदर बदलाव आ जाए. एक मैं छोटा लाइव एग्जांपल देना, 1 मिनट, छोटा लाइव एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूं. प्रशांति सेवा इज वन ऑफ द मेजर रोल इन आवर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. हमेशा लोगों का शॉर्टेज रहता है. मेहुल भाई आएंगे, दत्ता भाई आएंगे, अरे प्रशांति सेवा के ऊपर कोई बात हुआ या नहीं तुम्हारे अंदर. सो बट मेरा भाग्य यह है कि श्री सत्यसाई इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ हायर मेडिकल साइंस जो पुट्टपर्ती में स्वामी ने मेरे ख्याल से 92 में किया. 1 ईयर बिफोर ही डिक्लेयर दैट नेक्स्ट ईयर मेरा बर्थडे के पहले यहाँ पे ये हॉस्पिटल होगा, एंड हार्ट सर्जरी एंड ऑर्थोपेडिक, प्लास्टिक सर्जरी, न्यूक्लियर मेडिसिन, दिस थिंग दैट थिंग विल स्टार्ट. मैं ठान लिया वहां से कि अरे चलो अच्छा मौका है, बिकॉज आई एम ए फार्मासिस्ट, आई लाइक मेडिसिन. जैसे डॉक्टर जानकी बोल रहे कप सिरप इसमें डालो, ये पैरासीटामोल उसको दो, डाइक्लो पैरा उसको दो, ये पेन किलर इसको दो. तो मैं वो बहुत पसंद करता था. चलो हमारे लेवल का, हमारे लाइक का सेवा स्वामी दे रहा है, तो अभी हॉस्पिटल में हम लोग ज्वाइन होंगे एज ए प्रशांति सेवा दल. फ्रॉम 1992 आज तक, चाहे मार्च हो या सितंबर हो, देयर इज नो गैप. सो आई एम कंटिन्यूइंग दैट प्रशांति सेवा. तो ये मेरे लिए बहुत ही भाग्यशाली का दिन है और मैं चाहता हूँ कि हर एक जन कुछ टूट के पढ़ना चाहे कि ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को हम लोग को बढ़ावा लाना है ताकि हम खुद बदले। हम बदलेगा तो देश चेंज होएगा, दूसरे को चेंज करने के लिए जाएगा तो देश चेंज। अगर ऐसा सब लोग ने सोचा तो क्या होगा, एक दिन भारत देश जैसा हम लोग बोलते हैं सुजलाम सुफलाम बन जाएगा। इस हॉस्पिटल में ये साल मिस्टर शंकर पुत्रन इज देयर, इज फ्रॉम विरार and he also joined the Prashanti Seva. As usual, he got the round block near Shanti Bhavan in Prashanti. So there he joined the security duty. 2 दिन के बाद वो बोलने लगा कि कमलाकर जी मुझे थोड़ा ब्रेथलेसनेस हो रहा है, मुझे खांसी हो रहा है, मुझे चलने के लिए नहीं हो रहा है। देन मैं बोला कि अरे भाई जनरल हॉस्पिटल बाजू में है, यू गो टू जनरल हॉस्पिटल एंड शो टू डॉक्टर, ही विल गिव सम कफ सिरप और व्हाटएवर। वहां पे बताया गया कि अरे उसको कुछ हार्ट में मुझे कुछ समथिंग इज चेंज इन हिज हार्ट। उसने कार्डियोग्राम निकाला, कार्डियोग्राम फिर डॉक्टर पंकज गांधी को यहाँ पे भेज दिया। पंकज गांधी बोलता है अरे दिस इज समथिंग सीरियस थिंग्स, यू फर्स्ट रश टू टुवर्ड्स सत्यसाई सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल, some tachycardia something is there, some lot of changes are there। वो पुत्रन जी एकदम डर के बैठ गए, वो चलने के लिए तैयार नहीं। वो सुन के बात फिर आई वॉज इन सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल। नेक्स्ट डे वहां पे आ गए ये लोग और बताया गया कि ऐसा ऐसा है करके। मैं बोला ठीक है, पेपर निकाला एंड कार्डियक ओपीडी में उन्हें बताया गया। सुबह 8 बजे आया था ये और उनका नंबर लगा 2 बजे कुछ। आने के बाद कार्डियक सर्जन देखा, ही गोज थ्रू ऑल द रिपोर्ट्स। उन्होंने 2D एको करके वो जो नेक्स्ट इन्वेस्टिगेशन रहता है हार्ट के बारे में वो करवाया गया, 2D एको में दिखाया गया। देन डॉक्टर आयर इज देयर, इज द HOD ऑफ दैट कार्डियक डिपार्टमेंट। अरे फर्स्ट आप इनके जो ब्लड रिलेशन है उसको बुलाओ, पहला जो भी लड़का रहेगा लड़की उनको पहला बुलाओ, हम लोग मीटिंग करना चाहते हैं इसके बारे में। बोला क्या बात है भाई, हम लोग तो उनके एरिया में नहीं, यू आर ए सेवा दल, उनका ब्लड रिलेशन होना चाहिए। हम लोग मैसेज दिया विरार में कि भाई आप लोग ट्रेन में बैठ जाओ कि पापा इज नॉट फीलिंग वेल, उनको थोड़ा ऐसा ही हल्का बता दिया। एंड डॉक्टर आयर उनके साथ बात किया, हमारे से मीटिंग हो गया कि कमलाकर जी देखिए 20% ऑफ द हार्ट इज वर्किंग, एक साइड तो पूरा डेड हो गया है। अगर झाट डेड होता है तो आप क्या कर सकता है उसमें, वो एक दिन गिर जाएगा, उसको हम लोग पानी डाल के वापस जिंदा नहीं कर सकता। हिज हार्ट इज लाइक दैट। मैं बोला 20% तो चल रहा है ना सर, हाँ 20% इज वर्किंग, बट जो 80% डेड हुआ है उसका जो भी है इन्वेस्टिगेशन यहाँ पे नहीं होगा और आपको कल 8 बजे इसको शिफ्ट करना है, आप कहाँ पे भी उसको लेके जाओ, लेकिन यहाँ पे इनका ट्रीटमेंट नहीं होगा। पुत्रन जी सोचने लगे कि दिस इज सच ए सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल फॉर कार्डियक डिजीजेस स्वामी हैज क्रिएटेड, यहाँ पे ट्रीटमेंट नहीं हो रहा है तो दुनिया में फिर कहाँ पे होगा। तो वो उधर आधा तो उधर गिर पड़ा। फिर उनका लड़का अर्ली मॉर्निंग आ गया। नाउ दिस इज द सेकंड डे। फर्स्ट डे का बात ये था, ओके फर्स्ट डे का बात ये था कि आप जल्दी लेके जाओ उनको, कल सुबह 8 बजे डिस्चार्ज देंगे, जहां पे भी लेके जाना है जाओ। उनके बच्चों ने बताया कि एक बेंगलोर में कुछ हॉस्पिटल लेगा, वहां पे ओनली हार्ट सर्जरी होता है। फिर बॉम्बे हॉस्पिटल का भी अपॉइंटमेंट लेके रखा। ये दोनों हॉस्पिटल रख के दिल में रख के सुबह आ गए। 8 बजे हम लोग पहुंच गए। 8 बजे बैठ गया तो डॉक्टर आयर का पत्ता नहीं। 3 कुछ बच्चे आया था छोटे छोटे, उनका इमरजेंसी सर्जरी था। वो सीधे आके एक राउंड लिया, डॉक्टर पेशेंट्स को देखा और सीधा ऑपरेशन थिएटर में घुस गए। 9 बज गया, 10 बज गया, 11 बज गया, 12:30 बजे डॉक्टर आयर बाहर आ गए। तो हम लोग सोच रहे चलो अभी किधर तो शिफ्ट तो करना है। फिर डॉक्टर आयर ने बुलाया सबको, उन्होंने बताया कि से कमलाकर जी नाउ द सिचुएशन इज कंप्लीटली चेंज्ड। इन बिटवीन मैं पहला दिन रात को उनको जो स्वामी वाज देयर इन 24 days, द लास्ट ब्रेथ स्वामी हैज टेकन इन द हॉस्पिटल ओनली। तो जो प्रशांति सेवा वहां पे ज्वाइन करता है उनको एवरी थर्सडे दे गिव दर्शन ऑफ दैट रूम। मुझे वहां पे भेजा गया था, स्वामी का विभूति दिया था। मैं बोला अरे मेरे पास अभी देने के लिए पुत्रन जी कुछ नहीं है। नाउ दिस इज द थिंग्स आई थिंक दिस कैन डू समथिंग फॉर यू। मैं वो विभूति उनके मुंह में डाला था, यहाँ पे लगाया था पहले दिन। नेक्स्ट डे सेकंड डे डॉक्टर आयर आ गया, उन्होंने हमारे साथ मीटिंग किया कि नाउ कमलाकर नाउ द सिचुएशन इज चेंज। ये 24 आवर्स में जो भी इनका मतलब रिकवरी था वो हो गया है। नाउ द इम्प्रूवमेंट इज क्वाइट इम्प्रूवमेंट इज देयर। नाउ इसका इलाज बाहर किधर भी नहीं होगा, जो भी होना है वो इलाज ये हॉस्पिटल में होगा. दिस वॉज द सेंटेंस. सेकंड डे ही टॉक विथ अस. तो मैं बोला अरे ये कैसा हो सकता है सर, आप ही तो बोल रहे थे ना. ना क्या कर सकता है, जो भी मतलब फिजिकली जो हम लोग को सामने आ रहा है वो हिसाब से हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि 20% में भी ये काफी साल जी सकता है. ओनली थिंग हम जो डाइट प्रोवाइड करेंगे और मेडिकेशन वो उसको हमेशा लेना है, बाकी कहाँ पे भी जाने का जरूरत नहीं. और 3 दिन हमारे साथ में ये रहेगा, चौथा दिन आप घर पे जा सकते हैं. 3 दिन वहां पे उन्होंने रखा. नाउ द पेशेंट इज ऑल राइट, ही इज टेकिंग मेडिसिन, ही इज ऑन हिज डाइट. ये 2 कर रहा है और आप नॉर्मल लाइफ जी सकते हैं, किधर भी जाने का जरूरत. नो हार्ट सर्जरी, नथिंग नथिंग नथिंग. दिस इज द यू कैन से स्वामीज मिरेकल. इट हैज हैपेंड रिसेंटली विथ अस. प्रशांति में पहुंच गए तो कुछ वेस्टर्न इसमें कैंटीन में बोला कि स्वामी आके गए, उनका कुछ यू माइट हैव हर्ड फुटप्रिंट वगैरह लगाता वगैरह. सो व्हाट आई वांटेड टू से, भगवान इज विथ ऑल, ही इज विथ अस. ओनली थिंग हम लोग को वो रियलाइज करना है. सो हाउ विल रियलाइज? ज्वाइन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, नगर संकीर्तन में जाओ, ओंकार में जाओ, भजन में बैठो, सेवा में जाओ. आजकल तो वेदा का भी बहुत चल रहा है, उसमें ज्वाइन हो जाओ. किधर ना किधर टेक एटलीस्ट वन एक्टिविटी और उसमें अपना प्रोग्रेस करते रहिए. वी विल बी विथ भगवान फॉर एवर. साई राम.
Thank you so much, Kamlakar ji, for sharing your experience and all the stories. We've already given her a big round of applause. Now, I would like to invite Kamla Aunty, the National Mahila Education Coordinator, to administer the oath.
Om Shri Sai Ram. I would request all with the pink scarves to stand up. Without making a noise. Don't move the chairs. Just stand. Fold your hands in prayer and repeat after me. I hereby solemnly declare and promise that if admitted to the Diploma of Sri Satya Sai Education, for which I have been duly recommended, I will, in my thought, word and deed, conduct myself with righteousness and upright character. I will, to the utmost of my capacity and opportunity, love and serve my parents. I will endeavor to lead my life on the principle that there is only one caste, the caste of humanity. There is only one religion, the religion of love. And thus broaden my heart to lovingly embrace the whole mankind as one family. In this manner, I shall support the cause of sound learning, humanity, morality, and spirituality in everyday life. Jai Sai Ram. Please take your seats again without making a noise. Sai.
Thank you so much, Kamla Aunty. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, the moment that we all have been eagerly awaiting has arrived. I kindly request All India President Sir to join us on the stage and do the honors of distributing the well-deserved diplomas.
I now invite Krishnapriya Aunty and Lakshmi Aunty to call out the names of the diploma holders. And I would request all, as your name has been called, please come forward and take your diplomas. Thank you.
Om Shri Sai Ram. So I'll be calling out the names and please come and collect your diplomas. We are reading out the names of only those who are present here. So we begin with Ashish Ganga from Meera Road Samiti. Next is Naresh Patil from Virar. Sunita Rollo from Virar. Kamlakar Dattu Bhoir from Virar. Suresh Gajanan Patil from Virar. Pratibha Suresh Patil. Shalini Ramesh Patil. Rekha Nandu Bhoir. Vimal Dashrath Bhagat. Dattu Lakshman Bhagat. Motiram Keshav Bhagat. They are all from Khardi. Narendra Pandurang Bhagat. Poonam Santosh Patil from Khardi. Bhavin B. Merai Boisar. Shruti Vivek Pandit Nerul. Revati Rajamani Iyer Nerul. Lakshita Deepak Iyer Nerul. Tanmay Yogesh Patil Nerul. Viba Sanil Fort. Varun Sanil Fort. Archana Balaji Mulund. Sugasini N. Konar Mulund. Shreya Godkar Kandivali Borivali Daisar. Saish Godkar Kandivali Borivali Daisar.
Prithvi Ganesh Kandavli Borivli Dahisar. Ashita Suresh Kramadhari from Kandavli Borivli Dahisar. Rishita Shetty Kandavli Borivli Dahisar. Shlok Prakash Pujari, Kandivli, Borivli, Dahisar. Krishika Ganiga, Kandivli, Borivli, Dahisar. Ashita Natani, Kandivli, Borivli, Dahisar. Vishwi Waghela, Kandivli, Borivli, Dahisar. Misika Jansali, Kandivli, Borivli, Dahisar. Adhishri Suvarna, Kandivli, Borivli, Dahisar. Ananya Ganesh Desai, Jogeshwari, Goregaon, Malad. Priyanshi Prakash Shirke, Jogeshwari, Goregaon, Malad. Tashvi Nitesh Agarwal, Jogeshwari, Goregaon, Malad. Dev Miten Ashar, Jogeshwari, Goregaon, Malad. Snehal Chandra Kumar Vishwakarma from Jogeshwari, Goregaon, Malad. Nikhil Roshan Bhatt from Andheri, Villiparle. Meet Manoj Parekh, Andheri, Villiparle. Chintan Shyam Salvekar, Andheri, Villiparle. Uma Ramajaneya Dasri, Andheri, Villiparle. Hita Motwani San Vadala. Hemang Thakkar, Sayan Vadala. Raj Iyer, Sayan Vadala. SB Madhu Bharati, Sayan Vadala. Dev Gandhare, Sayan Vadala. Aryan Prashant Sarvankar, Sayan Vadala. Pragya Chaube, Chembur. Sharanya Krishnan, Chembur. Mansi Anand, Chembur. Radhika Mathur, Bandra Khar, Santa Cruz. Mugdha Surpurkar, Ghatkopar, Pawai. Two more. Ananya Chukala from Ghatkopar, Pawai. Ananya Chukala and Meenakshi Kumar. That's first. Meenakshi Ganga, Meera Road.
A heartfelt thank you to Uncle for his presence and it's not over. Uncle, we are being greedy here. We want some more time of yours. Thank you so much.
In each diploma handed out today, we see the potential for a brighter future, a future where our Balvikas children will contribute to the society, inspire change and make a positive impact. We have faith in their abilities and we know that they will carry the values instilled in them by our beloved gurus. Sisters, brothers and all the elders present here, let's give them a round of applause as we congratulate them for getting their diplomas. Now, I would like to request Nimish Uncle to share his words of wisdom.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering our most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Master Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. On behalf of all of us here today, I invoke His grace and blessings upon all of you, your families, your parents, your immediate friends, that His grace and His blessings befall upon us in immense measure. Dear brothers and sisters, it's a very proud moment today when I see all of you assembled here, because for an old man like me, it's nostalgia way back to 40 years, 45 years, when I see Krishna Priya auntie here, whom you call auntie. I've seen her as a small girl doing a small drama on the stage many years ago, Uma. And it's such a proud moment to see that they are seniors today and they are continuing the legacy, so to say, Swami ordained and Swami destined. Let me tell you that you are not here because it was your choice. You're all here because you have been specially selected by Bhagwan himself. To that master who says that not a leaf moves without my permission, you can imagine your presence here cannot be without his grace and without his permission. Yes, you may have been forced to come in the morning. Your mind would have told you, should I go or should I not go? Your heart would have told you, जाने देना, क्या करेंगे, वहाँ भाषण सुन के वापस आना है. बहुत कुछ दिमाग में चल सकता है, जिसका दोष सिर्फ आपका है, भगवान का नहीं. Because God knows that He wants you here and you have no choice but to be here today morning. And that is the grace of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai. Dear brothers and sisters, the world of Sathya Sai is not a world of a chance. Sathya Sai is the master of the entire universe. He is the boss who created every atom, every bit of energy. In fact, He is the energy that enlivens you and me. You have the opportunity to understand this. I don't say this because we belong to Baba and we want to praise Baba. No. Baba is the master and have no doubts about that. He is the very breath which you breathe, brothers and sisters. He is not a person which is apart from you. He is you and you are him. As a young man, when I came back in the 1978s, what impressed me about Baba was that he was the only avatar of this entire age of humanity who came to tell us not that you should become his devotees. As one of the sisters said, that he didn't want us to become his soldiers. He wanted us to become the commanders of understanding his secret. He wanted us to be self-confident. He wanted us to be leaders, not to lead others, but he wanted us to be leaders to master our own selves, to realize our own potential. Today when we distribute diplomas, brothers and sisters, it is not a diploma of a course which you completed. The course which you completed was mugged by you in your brain, was mugged by you in your mind. This shloka, that shloka, this story, what is the point of this, when was Baba born, what happened to Rama, what happened to Hanumana, nothing going to help you. What is going to help you is, in this process of 9 years, you've learned the art of mastering your mind, conquering your mind, telling your desires that you will not rule me, I will rule you. You will follow what I will say, I will not follow what you will say. And that is the beauty of the Sri Sathya Sai Balvikas program. And today you've graduated in the first step of mastery. Now the life begins. It's not easy now. Once you get the diploma, the war between the mind and the conscience will constantly hassle you, will completely make you feel bad that how can I not control my mind? But pray. Prayer is the answer to everything, brothers and sisters. Faith is the answer to everything. Faith in what? Faith in that master who resides inside you, not outside. Don't go breaking coconuts in temples. Don't go sitting and breaking cakes in a church. Or don't go anywhere. Go everywhere, no problem. But go with the vision that that place is only a place of inspiration to let you know that that power which you think is in that place is really inside you. All the gurdwaras in the world are inside you. All the temples of the world are inside you. All the churches of the world are inside you. There is nothing outside, brothers and sisters, is what this master came to tell us. He is the only master who came and said, you and I are one. Brothers and sisters, you will find in today's world that everything is more value than you. Your watch is more valuable than you. Your phone is more valuable than you. Your car is more valuable than you. But Baba came to tell us, nothing is more valuable than you. You are the most valuable thing on the entire face of this earth. And that is the valuation change which Baba has come to tell you and me, that you are valuable. If I wear a Rado watch, the watch has value because I am wearing it. If I am not wearing it, what value does this watch have? Nothing. It's what we need to understand, that we are. It is said by Mark Twain. He said there are only two important days in your life and my life. The first day is when you are born as a human being. And never forget the value of being born as a human being. And the second and the only other important day is when you realize the purpose of your life. And that purpose of your life is this diploma which you've got today of Sri Sathya Sai Balvikas, of human values. That I represent the kingdom of God. If you're a Hindu, you are told Divyatma Swarup Dulara. If you're a Muslim, you are told Noor-e Khuda ho tum. If you're a Christian, you are told God and you are one. No religion said that you're an animal. All those teachers who taught us in biology that we belong to the animal kingdom were liars of the first kind. We belong to the kingdom of God. We never belong to the animal kingdom. And the goal of life was always great. Moksha for the Hindu. Moksha means not something on top. It is realizing that I am the self-confident, ever-effulgent symbol and reflection of my divine master. That self-confidence to face life in whatever happens. And that is the purpose of this diploma that goes. The end purpose of life is important. Even to a Muslim, he was told, Qayamat ke din Khuda ko jawab dena padega. If you're a Christian at all, the day of judgment, you'll have to answer your God. And brothers and sisters, don't feel scared. Have that faith that Swami is with you inside you. Face life with whatever comes. Never compromise on your conscience. Tell your mind you are not the master. I am the master. That doesn't mean you don't have to enjoy life. Do everything. Eat, go to party, see a movie. But remember, every time you are in control of that. That thing is not controlling you. That's important. Life is meant to be lived and happily. But with the consciousness, with the anchor of Swami inside and his voice being strong, and sadhana is the way. Faith and prayer are two important tools that you will carry with you the rest of your life. Never depend upon any other human being. Always depend upon prayer and faith in God inside you. And if you do this and practice to do this, Swami has assured us, whatever may happen in life, you'll always be at peace, you'll always be happy, and you will never be dependent upon any other human being. Today what we do, we depend upon friends, we depend upon A, we depend upon B, and if that guy does what we want, we are happy. If that guy doesn't do what we want, we are sad. What foolish people we are. God gave us happiness, our asset. God gave us peace, our asset. Why should I mortgage it to anybody else? I will always be happy whatever happens in the world. Only happy people can make people happy. Sad people cannot make people happy. And remember, the only test to know that you are really a true devotee of God, whichever God you belong to, or whichever God you believe in, the only test is that you should be always happy. A person who is sad, a person who is depressed, has no value in life because he doesn't trust God, he doesn't trust himself. So what do? Nothing. Faith. Today morning I was just listening. Early morning, I got up at 4:30, I was listening to a discourse and there was a story there. There was a village, and in that village, there was a severe drought. There was no water. So all the villagers thought they'll come together and pray to Lord Indra for water. So they came together, they did the yagna, they did the yagna, and suddenly the water started pouring. So Indra's consort is asking, Lord, how come you answered so fast and you never answered the prayer so fast? I mean, this is too much. They pray and you give. He says, no, I never answered the prayer immediately. But I had to do what I did because in that entire group of 200 people who had come to pray to me for rain, never believed that it will rain. It was one little boy who came to the bhavan carrying an umbrella because he was sure that the rain will fall. And that is why I have given rain. Can you imagine the power of faith, how God responds to faith? But that's the test you and I have to face. We have to believe that He is the doer. We have to believe that He is there with me all the time. Whenever you have difficulty in life, brothers and sisters, Swami has said, He will take you to the precipice of the mountain. You will be scared that I'm going to fall now. There is nothing to save me. There is nobody. You have shouted to God, nothing happens. But trust Him. Because the moment you fall from that mountain, He will do two things. Either He will come and pick you up in His hands, or He will give you wings to fly up from there in the safety of the firmament. That is the power of this Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Never lament for anything in life. Try your best, give your best and offer it to Bhagwan. That is the glory of a true Satya Sai Balvikas student who gets leading. And prayer, never ever forget to pray. Instead of begging and taking counseling from other friends and feel, close your eyes and pray to Bhagwan. He always listens. He is the only power that listens to you as a good friend, as a true friend. Many years ago in the Purudachandra, in the Sai Kulwant auditorium, there was a young boy who started crying. And I couldn't help it. He was crying and shouting in Sai Kulwant hall. If a kid shouts, there are 10,000 sevadal will come and pick you up like a cockroach and throw you off. I was very scared for him and for me both. This is many years ago. So I told him, why are you crying? Keep quiet. No, I said, what happened? You want to go bathroom? You want to water? What do you want? You want to food? But nothing would keep him quiet. So I asked him, what do you want? He had a little frustration. I want vibhuti from Swami's hand. And Swami had done arti and gone away inside. Now, you know, once Swami finishes arti, he never comes out again. So I told him, I didn't believe it. I told him, close your eyes and pray. You won't believe me, in a split second that kid was quiet. And moment he became quiet, I was happy, I forgot about him. Jaan chuta. You know? But won't believe me, brothers and sisters, in 10 minutes, impossible happened. Swami's door opened. Swami walked out on the portico, came straight to me. And imagine, idiotic me, Swami is coming towards me and I am thinking happy, oh wow, Swami is coming to talk to me. I'm very happy and proud and saying, I forgot this kid next to me. Swami comes straight to me and comes so close as if his stomach is on my face because I was sitting on the floor, Swami is standing. So I looked up thinking Swami is going to give me vibhuti, Swami is telling me I'm a great guy. You know, the mind plays all the tricks with you, no? You know, then Swami said, hey, usko uthao. Then I again became conscious as a kid sitting next to me. Swami tapped him. Kya mangta hai? A radiant smile on Swami's face. The kid opened his eyes and he also equally radiant smiled back to Swami. And Swami, kya mangta hai? Swami, aapka haath ka vibhuti mangta hai. Swami materialized vibhuti, gave it to him, gave everything to him, and the last dregs he threw on my face and said, Dekha, you did not believe, but prayer works. That's the whole point. Therefore, have this courage, brothers and sisters, and I wish you all the best. Stand forth. You are not here to change the world. Change yourself and become an inspiration for everybody else. Stand forth in the face of all difficulties. Never be a part of a crowd. Be a leader to push the crowd towards excellence. Never be following anybody. Never forget that you are born to be self-confident. You are born to be the hero and the leader that Swami has ordained you as a human being. With these few words, I wish all of you great. Carry the tradition further. Wherever you go, meet new people. Inspire them from your conduct. Not that I want you to make them join the organization, but let them follow the path of self-confidence. Let them believe that God resides inside their heart. Everything else will follow. You don't have to do anything else. And therefore, you are an inspiration which you must continue. With these few words, I thank your parents who have given you so much opportunity. I congratulate and I am always in awe of all the gurus and all the leaders, national, state level leaders, Balvikas, gurus, who sacrifice only on the faith that when they do this to you, they are also improving and their journey to the lotus feet of their Lord also gets hastened. So wish your parents be with us. And one last request. Wherever you go now, if you meet a Balvika student who has passed, take his name, take his address, send it to the auntie. Because we are now, see, 50 years of Balvikas, 60 years of Balvikas. Every year, more than 5 lakh children pass out. 50 into 5, how many? 2.5 crores. 2.5 crores men and women like you have passed through Balvikas and God. Imagine if all come together. The Kali Yuga will vanish overnight and the Satyuga will be there and you will be instrumental in getting this synergy back together. And that's the goal of the centenary celebrations of Bhagwan Sri Sath Sai Baba. Look around everywhere, wherever you find a Balvika student, even if he's 60 years old, you can do it. Recently it happened on a flight, an old man came and touched my feet. So I was wondering, I am younger to him, he doesn't look elder to me. What he said, uncle, I said, what happened? He was some Balvika student of like 35, 40 years ago. He was looking elder to me also. Now I remember you, uncle, you don't remember me, but I still do my prayers, I still do my Omkaram. I said, thank you God, thank you very much, God bless you. But they are there all over the world. We want to get them together. Put your best foot forward and do it. Inspire and join the gang. Join the whole spiritual journey of transformation. You are born for a higher destiny. खाना पीना सोना रोना करो, उसके साथ साथ में खुश रहना सीखो, शांत रहना सीखो, दूसरों को मार्ग दिखाना सीखो. यही बात. Thank you very much and God bless you.
It is always a pleasure to listen to you, Uncle. Now you understand why are we greedy for your time. Thank you so much, Uncle. Now I would like to request Gents Educational Coordinator, Maharashtra West 1, Sri Siddharth Bhatt to come upon the stage and share his thoughts. Thank you.
I'm just searching, is Nimesh uncle around? No. He's left? Thank God. Loving Sairams at our beloved Bhagwan's lotus feet, and loving Sairams to each one of you. I said loving Sairams to Swami because he's right now here. And on behalf of all of us, we offer our pranams to you, beloved Bhagwan. Now I realize why this morning I got a message on my WhatsApp. I'll just read that message. Stand by me and keep quiet. I'll do the rest. This was the message I received. I was wondering what does it mean. So I told Devi auntie, I think, I'm not going to speak. It's she who is going to speak. And now I realize more that after such a thundering speech, do I really need to speak anything? I don't need to speak anything. I don't know what should I share with so much of wisdom which uncle has spoken to all of us. Yes or no? So silent, yes or no? I know there's lunchtime, but they're still far away. It's 1 o'clock lunchtime, right? It's 11:52. I don't know how much time I've got. I can take till 1 o'clock, right? So now they are wondering, you said you're going to keep quiet, now you're asking for 1 o'clock. But this is the first occasion for me to speak to a younger crowd like this, and suddenly I feel I've reduced my age by at least 10 years, if not more. I remember my days when I think Kamla auntie and Nimesh uncle actually brought me to Balvikas. This was in Aksha village when we had the program. I was in my 6th standard then. I guess it must be 8-9 years of age roughly. So that's how I got inducted in Balvikas, and I became Bhagwan's student also because of Balvikas, because that is where I got the inspiration, and my Balvikas guru was all the time pushing me that you should apply for Puttaparthi. Little did I know that the confidence which I have today to stand in front of you and look into your eyes and speak has all come from there. If you would have seen me at 6th standard when I joined Balvikas, and if you say there is an elocution competition anywhere, you would see me outside the gate. There's no way I had a confidence to even stand anywhere in front of my parents also and speak. But it's all came from that, and there are very interesting episodes which how Swami molded to bring me to this level which I am today. Right? So now few things I was just contemplating behind as Nimesh uncle was speaking. I said, what should I speak? Because I'm supposed to speak. Otherwise Devi auntie will feel upset that why I put his name. So I was just contemplating upon, and there are some important I would not say principles, but some important facets which I witnessed in my life and eventually grew over the period of time. So nothing is from the books, it's all coming from the heart and from my own personal experience. Because we are at a threshold of moving into a very new life. As Nimesh uncle said that, you are, it's going to be even more difficult as you progress from here, right? So I have one question to all of you. I mean, these are all pink scarf, young brothers and sisters, not to the parents. Who wants to become a leader? You can raise your hand. Yes, no. This is partially, little more, maybe, definitely. I want definitely. How many people want to become leader? Very few. Your gurus are still there, huh? They are also observing. Half. You should have always, I want to become the leader, right? Yes or no? Somebody is still thinking. Some few people are still thinking, probably. See, the fact that we have got the certificate, okay, you can keep your hands down. The fact that you have got the certificate is the responsibility is given to us to be the leader. We have no choice. And as I think Lakshita, right? Lakshita spoke about commander, or Sharanya, one of you mentioned about commander, right? So Swami doesn't want us to be soldiers. He wants us to be commanders. And there is no choice now. We all came happily, took the certificate. Along with the certificate, now we have to be the commanders. Okay, the choice of being soldier or commander is gone. That was before 1 hour back, when you would have walked out from this and not received the certificate. Right, so I was just contemplating on this, what makes a commander? And there are some aspects which are mission critical for all of us. Okay, these are again not coming from books, it's coming purely from personal experience. The first and foremost is worshipping parents. If you really want to become leader, you pick up any leader in the world today or even in the past, they all had great parents. They all worshipped those parents. You name Mahatma Gandhi, right? Putli Bai. Shivaji. Who was the mother of Shivaji? Jijabai, okay. So quiz is still on, group 3. So you look at all of these great beings. Even Swami, if you look at Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba, he still commemorates May 6th as Ishwarama Day. So worshipping parents is the first thing we should do. Okay, and I have my own experience on this. When I was a Balvikas student, I was taught the same thing, that every morning you should touch parents' feet. Right? Yes or no? All of you are also shared the same message, right? By our gurus. So I was a kid, I used to do few days here and there, thode din bhul jata tha. And incidentally it was Sunday like this. And that Sunday I had a quarrel with my mom. And I said, today I will not touch your feet. You spoke to me like this, so I will not touch your feet. I was happy. I punished my mother. This is what I was then. Then a bell rang. A bell rang and I was shocked to see my Balvikas Guru standing there. I was not dreaming, this was in reality. Okay, a Balvikas Guru standing there, and she walked in and she straight away came and sat. And I was like, Sairam auntie, come sit. She went and sat next to me. She said, you sit next to me, and she said, where is your mother? Where is your father? So I called all of them. Suddenly I was very goody-goody, all that thing was gone. And only one question she asked. She asked my mother that, how is this boy? Is he doing well? Are you happy with him? So she said, he is good, but he's not obedient, not disciplined. So my Balvikas Guru asked, what happened? Said, this morning only quarreled and he didn't, you taught him that you should worship parents, so he didn't touch my feet today. I have no problem, but I saw the discipline being broken. So she was quite annoyed with it. Now I was shivering because I was caught red-handed. Unfortunately, at the same day, on the same morning, half an hour back, I had quarreled with my mother. I was literally shivering. I didn't know what to say and I was looking down. And then suddenly, I thought I'll get reprimanded by my Balvikas Guru, but something unusual happened. Can you give a guess what would have happened? Not the Gurus, I'm asking the Balvikas kids, the brothers and sisters, what would have happened? Okay, so no clues. I was also like that, clueless. And when I looked up next to my Guru, she was crying loudly. She was crying and crying and crying, inconsolably crying. I was shocked. I said, what happened? Because I was good to you, why are you crying? But she cried. Looking at her, my mother started crying, and looking at both, I started crying. And after all that was stopped, I just looked at my Balvikas Guru. I said, auntie, why are you crying? And she just said, I failed as a Balvikas Guru. I failed. And I was still not able to understand what it meant. So I said, auntie, why did you say this? He said, there is some problem in my teaching, that's why you couldn't follow. It's not your problem. And she pleaded to be forgiven by my mom, saying that I'm sorry I couldn't train your child well. It's my problem, I need to improve. And I failed. She went back crying, and till today I remember the day, because after that I promised her that I will always worship my parents. So while coming today also, I touched my parents' feet. I said, you need to bless me, because I had no plan to share this experience, and that's why Swami says, rest I will do, and he's probably just giving me the clue to share these experiences. But this is what parents' importance is. I think that's why we call this Balvikas gurus, not teachers or professors or sirs or whatever, aunties or uncles, but we call them guru because they teach us for life. We would have forgotten our mathematics subject or science subject or social studies or civics, history, right? But this teaching will never be forgotten. So that was the first important lesson. It has remained forever, and it has made me what I am today. If you feel that I am something worth it, then it is all coming from there. Obviously, Swami is all the time with us, but it was worshipping parents became extremely important. And that's why we all do Matru Pitru Puja. And my suggestion to all of you is, now we are passed out, still you should keep doing Matru Pitru Puja on the chosen day which you feel is most appropriate. Maybe the best day is your birthday, because that was the day the mother bore for 9 months. We always wish ourselves happy birthday, but it was mother who gave us the birth after 9 months of difficulty, right? So that is a good opportunity for us to do a Matru Pitru Puja, and that will make a world of difference to our lives. That's a foundation on which we need to build. And there are a few other tips, because we are still young. So many times we take fitness for granted, right? Whatever I eat, pizza, pasta is okay, but someday it will show up in our health. See, as leaders, people will remember us, they will emulate us, they will watch us, how we talk, how we speak, okay, how we walk, what clothes we wear, right? All these are important. How do we look? And that's why fitness is very important. If you have a very bloated stomach and the way we look, what kind of message we are giving to the world? Okay, these are all exact words which Swami taught us. That fitness, not just physical fitness, it's mental, spiritual and physical fitness. And that's why all the prayers, the meditation that we are taught, Jyoti meditation, the prayers, and whatever Uncle also spoke about the power of prayer and the faith becomes extremely important for our mental and spiritual fitness. And obviously the physical fitness that all of you guys know well. But having done fitness as most important foundation to start with, second important message which I myself learned from Bhagavan was reading. Okay, reading. It is said readers are great leaders. I don't know how many have heard this. Readers are great leaders. So reading is extremely important. Now question is, what to read? Newspapers? Mumbai Mirror? No? Yes? Partly, no. So not these, because this will not add great value to us. So as Bhagavan used to tell us, read autobiographies, okay, of different great personalities, because you need to keep inspired. If you want to be the leader, you need to keep constantly motivated yourself. As Uncle also said, if you have something, you can give something. If you are joyful, you can give joy to others. If you are sad, you will give sadness to others, right? And that's why it's important that if you are inspired, you can give inspiration to others. And that's why all the autobiographies and great books of great masters, reading is very, very important. And that's why reading became a very important element which Bhagavan used to teach us. I don't know how much time I have got, or I have exceeded the time. Exceeded? 5 minutes more, okay. So the second aspect was reading. Third aspect is ABC. How many of you know ABC? Always be careful. And there's one more ABC. Always be cheerful. One more. Avoid bad company. Now all three are important, but as youngsters, avoid bad company becomes extremely critical. Okay, I have seen in my own area, in my own offices, wherever my social circles and my old friends, some were brilliant brains, but somewhere during the life course, they have dwindled away, which I assume they would be the great leaders to emulate, but they have dwindled away because of bad company. Okay, and that's why it's very important, and Swami used to tell us this, Tyaja durjana samsargam, bhaja sadhu samagamam. Okay, avoid bad company and choose good company. So books are also good companies. Good books, autobiographies are great company to have. If you don't have any good friends, you can have books as good friends. But choose wisely whom you want to be friend with. Right? So that's the third aspect which Swami used to always enlighten us, and it came also in Balvikas, right? ABC is avoid bad company. Fourth is perpetual studentship. Perpetual studentship. You will always be a student for life. It's not that aaj certificate le liya, tomorrow morning I am Balvikas Guru. Now what I say, the world will have to listen. Here I come. Do we say that? No. Right? Perpetual studentship is important because that is where our key learning is going to be. So, I don't know how many of you are aware, assuming all of you should be aware, Lord Dattatreya, right? We worship him as Lord. Lord Dattatreya used to say this, everything in this world is my guru. A dog on the road is a guru who teaches me faith to the master, right? A wall is a guru who tells me where should I stop. Okay, a beggar is on the guru to tell me what I should not be doing. Okay, everything in aspect is a learning experience for all of us. So perpetual studentship, if you remain student for life, growth is going to be very, very fast. So that's number 4. Number 5, purpose-led, purposefulness in life. Okay, I'm again telling you, this is not from the books, I'm not quoting any books, this is completely what I have seen in my life and which was shaped by Bhagwan himself, that being purposeful is extremely critical in everything that we do. Why am I sitting here for 2 hours? Why am I getting this certificate? Why should I study? So best way to be purposeful is keeping asking your own self why do I eat food, why I need to sleep. Once you know the purpose of every aspect, why I need to be disciplined, a lot of purpose will come into our life, and that will dramatically change the perspective. Because many times, as Uncle also said clearly, don't listen to anybody, ask your conscience. That is the purpose that we need to go through. Right? So purposefulness is very critical. So these are the 5 aspects which are very, very critical. Number 1, if you remember, what is the first one? Worshipping our parents. Number 2? Reading, right? But in between the two, there's one more. Fitness. Third is avoid bad company. Fourth is perpetual studentship. Fifth is purposefulness. Everything has a purpose in life, right? So these are even purpose, as Uncle said, why am I born? Mark Twain's quote, right? The day I come to know why I am born, that's the second best day or most important day of my life. So these are the 5 aspects. And the last add-on to this is, or rather the fulcrum of these 5 pieces is enthusiasm. There was a study being done, and in that study it was asked, how do we differentiate the top performance in the world versus the mediocre performances? Okay, and one single quality that came out of the study was enthusiasm. You pick up any top performer, any aspect of life, okay, be it Balvikas, your studies, your sports, okay, the one important differentiating factor is enthusiasm. And why it was so is because enthusiasm has come from the word called enthos. Okay, enthos means being in tune with God. Okay, how many of us knew this? Being in tune with God is where the word enthos means, and from enthos came enthusiasm. So many times we wonder, how do I know is this voice of mind ki voice of conscience hai? Kaise pata karna hai? Right? How do I know what is, so when you are in tune with God, okay, your enthusiasm is bubbling from inside, not from outside. That is precisely where your ability to remain in tune with God becomes very, very high. And enthusiasm brings positive energy, enthusiasm brings great involvement in everything that we do, and that will take us to the top performing personality. Right? So these are the 5-6 aspects. I was just contemplating, it was because one Swami said, keep quiet and rest I will do. I was just sitting there and I didn't know what to say. I said, Swami, you decide what has to be said. So this was something which came top this few minutes back. I don't know, I hope this would have been useful to you people. But my best wishes to each one of you. It's a rare opportunity, to go through this kind of an education system, which not many of them are given that chance. And as Uncle said, it's not our doing, it is Bhagavan who has selected us and brought us. Let's make the most of this opportunity, because we are at the threshold of becoming the leaders of tomorrow. Right? All the best and have a wonderful, blissful, purposeful life. Sai Ram.
Thank you, Brother Siddharth, for adding such depth to our program today with your speech. As we come to the close of this momentous occasion, I stand before you with a heart full of gratitude and appreciation. Today has been a celebration of a wonderful journey of Balvikas and a testament of the power of value education. Now, I request Devi Aunty to give the vote of thanks.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Million salutations at the lotus feet of our dearest Lord. Every good thing comes to a close, and today's this wonderful session, we are wrapping it up here. And it's been a wonderful experience, I'm sure, for all of you who got your diplomas today. So congratulations first to all the diploma holders for getting their very well-earned diplomas. But the journey continues, children, because now most of you are in Group 4. We started Group 4 in September 2020. So your connection with Balvikas continues. The journey hasn't stopped. So we wish, if you haven't joined Group 4, please join, because we want you to be leaders not only in society but also the future leaders of this organization. We had members from Palghar who got their diplomas a little late, but they have proved their ability in the committees where they are working in different wings of the organization. So congratulations to all of them. And to each one of you, once again, a big thank you to all the parents whose unstinted support is very evident today, because we have so many parents who have attended this function today, and also to our gurus for all their sincere efforts in molding the children. And I want to thank two people who have made this program extraordinary today. One was our respected All India President, sir, who came here in spite of his busy schedule. He attended this function, he gave out the diplomas, and he blessed us with such wonderful words of wisdom, which I'm sure will remain with each one of us for life. Because he has expressed in those few minutes what you all should carry with you in your journey forward. And the second person is our National Mahila Education Coordinators, Sister Kamala Pandya. Both of them have helped and supported the Balvikas in Maharashtra West 1 from so many years, and whatever we have achieved so far is only because of their love and support. So I take this opportunity to thank them wholeheartedly on behalf of the Balvikas team. I thank the district education coordinators, all the gurus. I thank the children who chanted Vedam, the bhajans, Brother Deepak who's covered this function, Asif who has videoed this function, Mr. Santanam who gave us his wellness center for conducting this meeting, Brother Siddharth who shared his thoughts with you, and also we have snacks and tea outside after this for all of you to partake as prasadam. So please continue your association with Balvikas. That's all I have to say, because you are chosen children, as Nimish Bhai said. You are the blessed recipients of Swami's grace. So don't lose that. So with these few words, we end this function with Aarti. Sai Ram.
जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की।
That blue dabba I think is liberty. Sairam, requesting the Balvikas coordinators of each Samiti or the Guru to come and collect the certificates of those who are not present today, plus the elocution and group 2 certificates. Sairam.